I know you, Cain. Carter weakened and you stepped in. We all know your tough guy act. But we don't need a loose cannon here. Carter can finish this himself.
Let me tell you something, Doctor. I know Carter wants to help, but we're talking about stealing kids here and experimenting on them. You may need this loose cannon.
You should never have gotten out. You're nothing but a cheap hoodlum.
I am what you made me, Dad.
BoogeyMan band coming round the bend. Is BoogeyMan band. Is BoogeyMan band.
Greetings, my fellow Fright Fiends, and thanks so much for dropping by the Horror Zone channel. I hope everyone's doing well. This is a BoogeyMan on location video, something I haven't done in a very long time. Last time I did it, they were non-horror on locations, but I did one for Stand By Me in September of last year. And back in October of last year, I did some locations for the movie The Majestic in Fort Bragg and Mendocino. So yeah, non-horror. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but today I had an install for my job. I work for a broadband company, and my job is to install phones and voice for companies. So I was actually in Redwood City, which is really close to Menlo Park, which features a location from the 1992 thriller Raising Cain, starring John Lithgow, Lilya Davidovich, Francis Sternhagen, and Stephen Bauer. Written and directed by Brian DePalma. And the location is the motel, which is featured really heavily in the climax of the film. And I just wanted to see it. And I even talked about it a couple years ago when I was starting to think about going back out and trying to find some of these locations. But I never got around to going to this one. But I had the opportunity because it's like an hour and 15 minutes away from where I live. So it's not too far, but I had no reason to really go there. So when it all worked out that I had to go to Redwood City, I was like, oh, this is perfect. This is going to work out. And it was really easy to find. Also, I went to, and I got to make sure I say his name right. He gave me his business card. Tafuga Singh, who was the operations manager there, was so kind to me, and he's only been at the place for a couple months. He's been there since January, so 6 months he's been at this place. Originally he's from Hawaii, he's Hawaiian, and when I walked up on the place, because I've never just gone to a motel and started, filming, so I went into the office and asked him if it was okay, and I told him that, Raising Cain was shot there, and he was shocked that the movie was shot there, and he actually looked it up during some of the times that I was filming, and we had a nice couple of chats, and it let him know what my page was. I thought I had some cards with me, but I didn't. But what a cool guy. Gave me permission to walk around the property, and I found all of the locations at the motel from the final scenes in Raising Cain, a movie that I haven't watched a ton of, but I was fascinated by the fact that it was shot here. I am a big fan of Brian DePalma, especially movies like Dressed to Kill, Blowout, Body Double, The Untouchables. He's done some of my favorite films. Casualties of War is another one I really love, but this one is really good. John Lithgow is really crazy in this. He plays a lot of different people. This guy with multiple personalities. Lilya Davidovich, I always had a crush on. I think she's amazing in this as well. And it just has, De Palma always went kind of for that Hitchcock, kind of vibe with a lot of his films. There was inspiration from Hitchcock. He just kind of took them a step further and made them a little more seedy. But this one, I thought, it's a fun film. It's very 90s. It's very much a 90s thriller horror film, which they don't make a lot of these kinds of films anymore. So it's kind of a lost art, and I miss stuff like this because these are the kind of films I really love. The film was shot in 1991. It didn't release in theaters until 1992. And it was during production on Bonfire of the Vanities that Brian DePalma toyed around with the idea of a suspense movie set on a playground. He was concerned, however, that returning to suspense genre was dangerous for him, as it would be regarded as a step backward in his career. Originally titled Father's Day, Raising Cain was the director's first in the suspense thriller genre, and almost a decade the prior was 1984's Body Double. The role of the 5 characters or personalities, Carter, Cain, Dr. Nix, Josh, and Margot, went to John Lithgow, who had previously worked with De Palma in Obsession and Blowout. Production took place in southern San Francisco Peninsula, California communities of Mountain View, Los Altos, Palo Alto, Menlo Park, and Woodside. Locations included Stanford Shopping Center, the old Stanford Children's Hospital, and Mountain View City Hall, as well as the Legion of Honor Museum in San Francisco. The film's director, Brian DePalma, and producer, Gail Ann Hurd, were married and living in Woodside at the time. Principal photography began on October 23rd of 1991, and production was completed on December 18th of 1991. And the movie released on August 7th of 1992. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to transition into the location shots. I do a little voiceover commentary. I try to match up shots from that ending of the film as well. So I hope everyone enjoys this. And afterwards, I'm going to come back with my final thoughts. And here we go. I'm actually on the road today for a work job, and my job happened to be really close to a movie location that I've always wanted to go to. But the movie is called Raising Cain. It's with John Lithgow, Lolita Davidovich, Stephen Bauer. Like the prime location, the one that I really wanted to find was the motel. This is the place. So the guy at the front desk was really cool. He said it was fine to walk around. This is really cool. So this is the elevator right here. So you can see the rooms behind me in the shots. The elevator door is behind me. awesome. Can't believe it was so easy to find. See it right there. There's the motel behind me. It's on El Camino Real. Super nice people. There you go. Full pan shot right there. Awesome. So after what has been a really cruddy year, this was probably one of the highlights of 2024 for me, finding a location from a movie that I've been wanting to seek out for a long time. This location is the prime one for me. I didn't go and look for any of the other ones. I didn't think they had the mystique of the motel. And plus the fact that a lot of the eerie scenes, I felt like they took place primarily there. There's some other ones, of course, throughout the movie, but I wasn't going to try to track down every location. I just really wanted to get that motel. And like I said, the operations manager couldn't have been nicer. Excellent people. I actually talked to a couple of people that were in the office and told them about the movie, and they all remembered this movie, which is shocking to me. I didn't know how many people remembered Raising Cain, because it's not one that people talk about when they refer to Brian DePalma's filmography very much. But it was a great day. My job went successfully for work, which was awesome because it was one that was stressing me out for a while. And the fact that I got to track down this location, and it was so easy to do. And the fact that the guy that was running the place today was so accommodating and so kind. And he actually said that the people that own the motel have owned it for a long time, and he was going to ask them if they remember when this was filmed, because he made it seem like they were there, or they owned the place when this movie was filmed a little over 32 years ago. So yeah, a lot of fun. Maybe I'll do some more on location stuff this year. Haven't really thought about it. I did a lot last year and kind of got a lot of my bucket list items off the list, but you never know. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about the footage that I did today. Let me know what you guys think about the movie Raising Cain. Are you a fan of Brian DePalma's? I look forward to hearing all of your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, thanks so much for dropping by the Horror Zone channel. I hope everyone's doing well, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Take it easy. Stay scared as always. Peace. Hey, my fellow Fright Fiends, I just want to thank everyone for supporting BoogeyMan Ben's Horror Zone. If you haven't yet subscribed and you'd like to, please hit the subscribe button down below. Click the bell notification so you're updated every time I drop a new video. I try to drop a video at least once or twice a week. The Horror Zone is a passion of mine, and it really makes me happy that I can share that passion with all of you guys. Thanks so much again for the support, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Take it easy. Stay scared as always. Peace.